In this episode, we give our electrical system an upgrade, explore the underwater world of Curaçao, and Liz gets the hang in living on land. But first, this is me, Kim. There is Bart, and here is Liz, our little explorer. We sold everything to explore these beautiful places with our tiny 33-foot sailboat, Tranquility. Last week we started our land life, prepared everything for a potential hurricane, and needed to fix a steering issue. Since we've bought Tranquility, she is equipped with a gas stove. So we've used this one for over a year, and we use camping gas. But now we are in the Caribbean, it is sometimes, or at least in Curaçao, it is difficult to get camping gas. So we decided we need an alternative. And our gas bun isn't that big, and carrying different types of gas is also on our boat not really an option. So we decided the alternative will be to cook electric. But that means that our inverter is too small. It's 700 watts and you can't cook electric on it or even boil water with it. So we have bought a 2000 watt inverter. So we are able to cook, boil water. We bought an induction burner. Simple, just from IKEA. And we are really lucky because it fits perfect. And to save on gas, we can boil water in our water cooker. Let's get the party started and start with the installation with our friends from Manatee. Andre helps Bart and Hannah is putting everything on film.
What are you doing?
Hello! I'm working on our electrical system. So we got this very nice inverter charger from Victron, but this one is only 650 watts, and we wanted to go and cook electric and use a water cooker in our boat. So we upgraded for the Multi-Plus 2000 VA, and that's like 1600 watts. So that means we can cook on induction and use a water heater. That means we have to boost up the system with really thick cables instead of the small ones we had first. So.
That is so strong. Perfect. I tried it yesterday, couldn't afford to bend it.
Black cable, you can remove cable ties.
So what are you doing now?
We are going to do
some stupid shit.
Stupid shit, yeah. The engine cables are a bit thin, and I want to replace them with bigger ones. Now the engine is quite new, so starting is no problem, but they are too thin actually to start the engine. Officially they have to be bigger. So I have a bigger cable, but they run through underneath the boat, and it's very hard to, I think, get a new one in there. So we're gonna pull the old one out with the new one on it and a guideline, and we hope
It go through.
it will go through. Otherwise we have a problem.
Yeah. Okay, I can't gently pull it, I can just put a lot of force.
Wait a minute.
But then there's the stop.
I'm just gonna pull the true.
No.
I'm
No,
gonna take this one, that
No.
one force.
Not smooth. Not smooth. Is there an edge or something like that? That might be a problem. What about the red one? Just test. If you pull on it.
Cannot get to the red one. It's this one.
Yeah, that's better. I think that's... I got him!
Yes! Now let's see if we need to rearrange the cable out there. Just see how it's gonna be nice to get it to the... Because I can still... Yeah, I can still start pulling on the other red one, right? So leave it on there, I guess.
Yeah, just that one.
Yeah.
So we just find another way to pull the cable through the boat from the starter battery to the engine, and yeah, it's always hard to pull cable through the boat. So again,
Sorry?
I start pulling the cable.
Wait a bit.
Yeah, got most here. Perfect. Yeah, got a black one. 10 centimeters more. Play around here. Yeah. You got it?
Getting there!
Got it?
Yes! I got it!
Yes!
Yes! Stop! We have enough!
But then you have to cut it, right?
No, not here.
Ah no, we cut it on the other side. Alright.
So it's nice and tight.
Yeah.
So this one goes to the engine. Let's see. We have to have...
That was a hard one. The whole cable doesn't run directly to the battery. It runs from this side to that side, to here, the back side, and finally then arrives there in the front.
Woo! Perfect. That is nice.
Okay, and I think they went around other things and
taped around each other. And I think one of the cable was on the one side of the red hose.
of the red hose,
and
yeah.
the other one was on the other side of the red hose, so we couldn't get it out.
Yeah, you're pulling on the hose.
Yeah, hey!
There it is.
In the meanwhile, Liz and I are starting to get a hold on living on land. Liz enjoys vacuuming. On board we have a handheld vacuum cleaner, but Liz is not that interested in that. This one is different and something new. There is a lot of entertainment in a house. A new game is created. Liz, her imagination starts to grow on her as well. When we do her hair, she turns into something with ears.
Je was niet Liz, je had
Een oortje.
een oortje. Ah.
Back at the boat.
A new 50 square millimeter starter cable, and also we add a alternator cable, a dedicated alternator cable. It was directly attached to the starter cable, so the starter cable was a multi-function cable, like start the engine, and when the engine runs it gives power from the alternator. We're gonna do a different setup to give more power to our lithium batteries. So now we put a dedicated 40 square millimeter cable to a diode bridge. And there's the new 50 square millimeter negative cable. So I'm gonna tidy things up a bit. Tidied up water-cooled cables. Good looking thing, the Orion TR Smart DC to DC charger. We took it out. Why? It's brand new. We only used it for 1 year. And we switched for just a normal diode bridge. Maybe you remember I installed the DC to DC charger. We're gonna go for a regular diode bridge, and we're gonna do that because now we can charge our lithium much faster. All the connections are made. We connected everything, so that's good. Now let's see. This is our new negative bus bar. All the connections in there we need to tidy up a bit. There's negative, and all the plus cables are running on the top side. All right, here we have our diode bridge. Now let's see what happens. We switch on the electric. If we start the inverter, boom, that's a green light. That's a good sign. We start using power. Okay, we were not able to use this one before. It is a 2000 watts. It is a 2000 watt heat gun. So let's see what it's doing on this one. We put it on. That's 230 volts. Number 2 is 1.2 kilowatt hours. No problem at all. And this is 2.4 kilowatt hours. Still doing fine. Inverter is cooking up, heating up now. And we push it down. 2.5 is a little bit too much.
Job done. Time to relax and enjoy the island. We making cookies. It is the first time for us to make cookies together. I always thought making cookies with a child would mean a mess and you need space. Here in the house we have a big kitchen, so enough space for Liz and I to work together, and a good oven to bake the cookies brown enough.
Wat doen de koekjes, Liz?
Draaien.
Draaien.
Ja, hij zijn klaar.
Zijn ze klaar?
Ja.
Zijn ze bruin?
Ja. Kijk, papa. Die op mijn bord. Ik wil inkt opeten.
Het hartje?
Ja.
Oeh, het grootste koekje.
After the cookies, we go out to the east side of the island for some snorkeling.
And we drove all the way up to the entrance of Spanish water. That's where we haven't been yet with our boat, because we went straight to Curaçao Marine. But here behind me is the entrance to Spanish water. And that's where we're gonna be sailing in, I hope, 2 or 3 weeks from now.
Oké, zakken.
We go in the water at Tugboat. It is a well-known snorkeling spot with a wreck close to the shore which is covered with coral. There is a lot to see underwater.
Ja, mama. Hoe weet je dat het mama is?
Ja, hij komt hier.
Hoe weet je dat het mama is?
Met gele slippers.
Met wat?
Met gele slippers.
Oh ja.
Mag ik...
In the next episode, we work really hard to get tranquility back in the water. Our final week on the Heart has arrived. We have a night out and meet the flamingos.
Well, this was it. If you have any questions, please let us know. And for now, goodbye and thank you very much for watching. Fair winds to you all.